You know, I feel like the internet really changed how music fans act, either for the better or for the worse, right? Like I guarantee you, listeners of any genre were definitely more normal in the 80s and 90s before Twitter, Reddit, and music forums. But yeah, the rise of the internet gave people more ways to discover artists and express their thoughts. Again, whether this is good or bad depends. So today, I wanted to do something I've done once before in the past, which is make a tier list. But instead of educating people on the objectively best white rappers, I'm gonna rank rappers based on their fan bases. Because instead of talking about all these fan bases in individual videos, I'm grouping them together and discussing them all in one video. Oh yeah, and before we begin, right, I enjoy all these rappers' music. And just to clarify to the fucking smooth brains, their ranking is based purely off their fan base. And if you're a diehard fan of one of these rappers and get offended because I talk down on your kind, you're literally just proving my point. So yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And don't go telling me I missed somebody or I didn't put your favorite rapper on here. Okay, listen, I'm not making a part 2. Not happening, okay? And most of these rappers probably share a fan base with the one you want to see. So just figure it out. You understand? This is what you get, okay? Go fuck yourself. Alright, let's start off with the boy, Anita Maxween himself, Drake. So, I feel like generally speaking, Drake fans, at least the hardcore meat riders, are literally 24/7 off the copium and on his dick when it comes to his music. Now this is coming from the same guy that said that Honestly Nevermind is actually a pretty good album, right? But his other newer shit, like, I really don't know how y'all defend it sometimes. Like, to me, Scorpion is ass, Certified Lover Boy isn't good for the most part, Her Loss was pretty mid, and don't get me started on Fat D. Okay? Oh man. Wallahi, I think most of these fans are either just pretending to like For All the Dogs by saying, oh yeah, it's grown on me, or they're just forcing themselves to like it because Drake made it. Drake definitely has a lot of dick-riding ass fans who have so much love for the guy to the point where they can't even admit that some shit he dropped was even mid. But they're not that bad compared to some others on the list, you know? So I'm thinking like a C tier for Drake. Next we got Youngboy Never Broke Again, who has one of the most dedicated fan bases out there for sure. This is like the one fan base where you just get so tired of feeling appalled at the sight of the meat riding and just begin to respect it. Like, there really aren't many rappers out there that drop as frequently as he does and whose fans keep consuming no matter how mid and uninspired it can sometimes be, and keep asking for more. Now if it was still 2021, I would definitely put YB fans as like F tier. Like, I remember still being on Twitter then, and every time you look in the replies of literally any post, it'd be YB better, Youngboy better, YB does that better, YB does this better. It was fucking crazy. And that made people hate Youngboy and his fans even more. But now, yeah, I don't know where the fuck these YB better people went. I don't know if they just grew up or what. But yeah, I really only see them going at it like they did back then once in a blue moon now. I guess you could say they kind of fell off and just went ghost. Back then, NBA Youngboy fans had the stereotype of either being a white teenage wannabe street dude with anger issues or being a chronically online socially deprived weirdo. But now, I really don't know. Again, it's like they disappeared off the face of the internet after 2021, or just suddenly started touching grass and became normal. I guess they're like a C+ tier now in the current age, I'm not gonna lie. They've definitely toned it down, but they're still ready to crash out over Youngboy. Next, let's talk about Lil Uzi Vert's fans, right? Honestly, they're kind of like Cardi fans, but way more chill and nowhere near as annoying and corny. They also don't really get mad if you talk down on some of his music, as long as you refrain from talking shit about Love Is Rage 2, Lil Uzi Vert vs. The World, and The Perfect Love Tape, you know, his magnum opuses. They will be alright in their book. The thing I respect about them is that they will very rarely sugarcoat and dick ride. If Uzi posts a trash snippet or drops a mid song, they will let him know right away, because they know Uzi can make some really fucking good music, and they know that Eternal Atake wasn't the best album and wasn't really worth the wait. They know Pink Tape didn't really last and was kind of all over the place. They're ready to critique whenever Uzi's on some bullshit. So when you tell them, oh yeah, Pink Tape was fucking mid, they'll say, yeah, we know, and they'll still listen and keep it going. Whereas Cardi fans have a meltdown if you disrespect a 2-second snippet that sounds like it was recorded on a fucking Nokia. But yeah, personally never really had a bad experience with a hardcore Uzi fan, so I guess they're A tier. Okay, now we have Sofego. whose fans are honestly in a pretty similar position to Uzi's. They're both anticipating their respective artists' comebacks with their next albums, and they both can agree that some of the stuff they've been dropping is definitely not their best work. So Fago fans know that he's unique and has the potential to go up again, but you know, he was playing mysterious, dropped the underwhelming Pink Hearts that was forgotten about in a week, then kinda came back with Go Plus, but I honestly haven't heard anybody talk about it since. But he is bringing back the old flow and polishing it with the new shit, which in my opinion is some of his best music. Pretty much, so Fago is very fortunate to have such a loyal following that still comes back to listen to his music, despite him disappointing them without end for the last 3 years. They aren't really toxic or anything, they kind of stay in their own circle, do their own thing, mostly because they don't want to be roasted for being a So Fago fan. B tier, I guess, they would have been A, but some of them just give So Fago the benefit of the doubt too much, which leads to him being inconsistent and dropping mid. Next we got Summers, and I guess I'll group Can, Autumn, and Jace here as well, since they pretty much share fan bases for the most part. Slay fanboys can sometimes be annoying with their repetitive and unfunny jokes, and they invest themselves way too much in these rappers' lives. Like, they actually manage to develop parasocial relationships with them. Other than the occasional meat riding, they're not the worst out of the bunch, I'm not gonna lie. Slay World fans are definitely much better than Opium fans though, I'll tell you that.
They said give them a sip, y'all wanna hit this one? Let them hit the cup. How that shit taste?
Shit good. I did not expect it to taste that good.
I'll probably say like a C+ tier. Alright, Isaiah TG. Now I decided to put him separately from the other guys because Isaiah fans go through a lot of bullshit, right? Even more than Summers fans. I mean, this fucking guy has a new Instagram account every week. I hear he's charging people to follow him now, and even when you do find his account and I guess pay him, the shit he puts up on his stories is just straight up traumatizing. Like, holy. Plus, he's like a master troll. Trolling is pretty much his day job, and making music is like his hobby, and he drops once in a blue moon. So yeah, Isaiah fans have to undergo a lot to get music, and the problem is that it's really good. They're fucking loyal though, despite Isaiah saying how yeah, this guy has some serious fucking problems. I'm thinking like a B tier though, cause you know, they're chill, but his fans expect too much out of him and should just accept him as a funny ass internet dude first and rapper second at this point. Ooh wee, Nicki Minaj fans. Do I even need to? Yeah, I didn't think so. Ice Spice. Well, if we're keeping it real, majority of her fan base are just down bad dudes, but D tier for making her as famous as she is, bro. Like, there are so many female artists that are actually talented and get so much less recognition because they're not shaking ass in the deli. This shit is just sad, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, do your thing, I guess. Alright, up next we got Yabujin. Oh shit, yeah bruh. Straight to fucking F tier, man. Like, I know they're loyal as fuck and they actively worship this Lithuanian 2000s aesthetic enjoyer religiously, despite the fact that he hasn't dropped in almost 4 years, I think. But there's some weird fucks in his fan base. You got people trying to dox him and his family. Like, bruh, I know he's the aesthetic goat, creator of Yabujin Core, and he's one of the most original and creative artists out there, but y'all gotta chill the fuck out. Okay, next we got Drain Gang. Okay, now my thing with drainers, right, is that they're either cool and just mind their business, or they're obsessive, weird, and allergic to using deodorant. No in between, you understand? Like, that's the one thing that's probably gonna keep me from going to a Drain Gang concert. Not that they would even pull up and do a show in Vancouver, you know what I'm saying? But besides a lot of them dressing and just in general being different, majority of them, at least according to my own personal experience, are actually pretty fucking alright. At least when you compare drainers to fans of other artists in this weird alternative hip-hop hyperpop space. I have no fucking clue how to describe it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking like a C+ tier though. Joey. Okay. Now, Joey fans go to his concert, mosh, and then nod off and fall asleep, which is pretty fucking based, you understand? They're probably like an A tier. Next we got Cemetery. Okay, so In my opinion, I think Haunted Mountain fans should routinely have their house broken into by the feds for an investigation, because there's no way they're not doing some illegal shit. You understand? Now, he's generally a dick to his fans, but they do be on some weird shit, trying to dox him, you know, the usual. But honestly, I think this man's cemetery should be grateful that there are people out there that are choosing to listen to his music on the daily and willingly destroying their brain cells, listening to the same distorted shit, and even coming to his concerts. So it's kind of like the artists and the fans are at war. I guess Deed's here for making him hate you. Alright, now we have Reptilian Club Boys. Holy. So I know the group broke up because Diamonds on My Dick or Bloody Mary or Blood Rain, whatever the fuck this 30-year-old man's name is. This fucking guy changes it like every week. But yeah, he was pretty much scamming fans and being on Diddy timing. And bro, I'm not even calling these allegations anymore, because the fact that they come up so frequently, especially for an underground rapper who named himself Diamonds on My Dick, surely means something. But I digress, right? Now, RCB's aesthetic can pretty much be summed up as vampires, demons, reptiles, goth hoes, anime, video games, sipping blood, casting spells, and sacrificing your bitch. It's pretty much something straight out of a Tumblr community from 2008. So with that being said, I think you could probably imagine what their fans are like. But bonus points for clowning Diamonds on My Dick and not letting his endless weekly allegations slide. I'm thinking C+ tier for RCB fans. Next, we got Babytron, and I guess also Shitty Boys Dogshit Militia fans. So I think Babytron fans are honestly pretty fucking valid. If we've learned anything today, it's that an artist's craft and image pretty much reflects the fan base. So if we apply this to Shitty Boys and Dogshit Militia, we find that their don't give a fuck and I'll scam your cancer patient grandmother before she dies attitudes are exactly what the fans are also about. Now, we know that Tron raps about scamming, smoking weed, fast cars, and getting off your ass and working hard. Therefore, I think he's a very good influence on the youth, which also means that his fans are dedicated to the hustle thanks to him and the boys. I think we got our first S tier here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Osama-san fans. And we're grouping Netspend here too, because pretty much all the rappers in that jerk dark plug scene, or whatever the fuck the shit they make is called, share a fan base. So generally, Osama-san and Netspend fans are the type of people to rely on Hyperpop Daily for underground rap news, and think listening to niche underground rap that makes you want to Van Gogh yourself is a personality trait. Now, I think a lot of the rappers in this space make very hit or miss music. Mostly miss, I'm not gonna lie. Osama-san is hard, Netspend is okay. He's kinda growing on me, no Diddy. But you gotta respect them for trying to expand and do different shit, even if it's ass sometimes. But yeah, I feel like their fans are the reason why the underground is getting worse and why the standards for music are non-existent now. Like bro, look at Laserdisc 700. This dude sounds like he just cracked FL Studio yesterday and began recording right away without watching any tutorials. Like his vocal presets are actually on default, but he's going crazy right now. I guess a lot of this new wave shit just isn't necessarily my cup of tea. It is growing on me a bit, but still bro. C tier for being the reason that people have zero standards for music quality in the underground now. Now we got Lucky. So Toon's been blowing up like crazy these past 2 years, so he no longer has the same niche fan base as he did back when he was underground, but they still maintain the whole cult-like love for this man's music. Lucky fans, whether old or new, are pretty chill. I mean, the older ones may gatekeep his music a bit here and there, but generally they don't be doing too much. As I said a little bit ago, the fan base directly reflects the artist's work and image, which is also displayed here with Lucky fans. I'd say the only problem with Lucky fans is that they pray that Lucky goes through hardship and some difficult breakup so that he can make quote-unquote better music. C tier for preying on his downfall just so he can drop sad music to satisfy some of his loser fans. Alright, next we have Yeet. I'd say that Yeet fans are quite similar to Cardi fans in a dick riding sense, but they aren't as obnoxious. Now don't get me wrong here, there's still cringe rage kids that like to cosplay as Yeet by wearing balaclavas with fitteds to shows. D tier. Okay, next we got Kendrick Lamar. Now, Kendrick has got to have some of the biggest meat-riding ass fans I've ever seen in my life. They may not be as annoying and obnoxious as some of the fans of other rappers here, but when you find yourself in the lyrical rap realm, right? I don't know, maybe in a YouTube comment section or God forbid Reddit, you'll be appalled at the sheer dick eating they do. Now, I can't sit here and pretend like Kendrick isn't one of the greatest to ever do it, with a damn near flawless discography, and that this praise isn't deserved, but some of y'all Kendrick fans need to chill out a bit. Like, a lot of his fans walk around thinking they're some intelligently ascended beings because they listen to Pimp a Butterfly and because they watch videos dissecting and analyzing the secret meaning behind his albums. I'm sure regular Kendrick fans are great people, I'm sure they are, but the Fantana worshipping lyrical miracle tryhards are weighing them down a bit. I'd say B tier. Next we got Jermaine.
Yeah.
Cole. Okay, now the thing about J. Fold is that his fans are kind of similar to Kendrick's, but I feel like J. Cole fans are nowhere near as openly proud to listen to him because they'll probably get bullied on the internet, especially since their favorite rapper bitched out in the Kendrick and Drake beef, talking about how he was losing sleep and shit. Nah, this beef is an actual movie. That shit had me rolling. But the wild thing is, after that apology at his fucking Pleaville festival or whatever, you still got his fans out here coping so hard. Like, it's really not that deep. Cole dropped a mid-response, then realized he didn't want the smoke with K-Dot with Kung Fu Kenny and apologized. And then he removed the song off streaming platforms. D tier for unhealthy amount of copium. Okay, now we got Travis Scott. We all know the whole Astroworld Festival situation that happened over 2 years ago. Yeah, we ain't forget about that. You know, Travis gave that fucking YouTuber ass apology and swept it under the rug. And he still does numbers. And while you will see the occasional backlash towards him in his Instagram comments, he still remains on top. Now, Travis Scott fans know he's not exactly a great guy, but they just can't resist the high quality music, amazing live performances, his well thought out and developed brand, his Nike collabs, and of course, the masterpiece that is Rodeo, which he will never top, by the way. Astroworld was amazing, but still nah. So Travis fans have the sweeping under the rug badge on 99 overall. I'm thinking like a D tier, honestly. Like, they're not the absolute worst. And he did make Rodeo, so hey. Alright, oh fuck, Kanye West fans. So Kanye fans are also very big dick riders. There's absolutely no denying that shit, right? But they go through a lot. This man has a new headline, a new controversy so frequently. And it's literally like whenever anybody's talking about Ye nowadays is when he did or said some out of pocket shit. But yeah, most Kanye fans have given up defending him a long time ago. So every time some shit goes down with him, they'll say, damn, that's fucked up. And then open up Spotify and play Yeezus. I mean, it's understandable when the guy has one of the, if not the greatest discography in music. Like, hey, he's a genius though. Kanye's a genius. He made 5 beats a day for 3 summers. Then you also gotta take into account those who are just on his meat 24/7. So all that go through shit flies out the window with these fucking guys. F tier for the Hall of Fame dick riding. Bruh, like, I'm sorry. And now, leaving the best for last, we have Playboi Carti and Opium fans. What can I say? They are simply the most professional, the finest, the best of the best knob polishers out there. Now, I already made an entire video talking about the destruction done by Playboi Carti on today's youth, but I still got more to say. Their dick gargling performances online and during shows is simply done at the Olympic level. So we see with fans of Travis and Ye that morality simply goes out the window due to overwhelming levels of clout, quality of music, and how they move. If you really think about it, these rappers can dodge allegations very efficiently, so much so that they can literally make people forget they're a sociopathic felon that probably needs to be behind bars within a week. Playboi Carti is a perfect example of this. I could go on, but again, I already dropped a whole video on this shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a new tier just for them. So that's the tier list. Again, fuck a part 2, follow the IG, cause I need more online validation.
Spin a check on some diamonds, and the trap little keep on my neck keep shining. Ay, I'ma keep on grinding. Niggas hating on me, but I really don't mind. Chop the top off the coupe. If I catch me a op, I'ma shoot. Yeah, her pussy trash, loose. How does it feel to be you? How does it feel to be rich? How does it feel to be